The waves crashed over the tiny sailboat, their icy grip threatening to swallow it whole. The wind howled like a banshee, whipping the sails into a frenzy. Rain lashed down, blurring the line between sky and sea. A lone figure clung to the helm, her small frame dwarfed by the immensity of the storm. This was no ordinary tempest. This was nature's raw power unleashed. Her name was Abby, and the sea was her destiny. Ever since she was a child, she had been drawn to its vastness, its mystery. From her bedroom window, she would spend hours gazing out at the ocean, mesmerized by its ever-changing moods. She devoured books about sailing, her imagination setting sail with each turn of the page. Abby dreamt of adventure, of exploring the far corners of the world, and she knew in her heart that the sea was where she belonged. Abby's dream was not born of mere fancy. It was a passion that burned within her soul. She dedicated herself to learning everything there was to know about sailing. She spent countless hours at the local marina, peppering seasoned sailors with questions, her thirst for knowledge insatiable. She learned to navigate by the stars, to read the language of the wind and waves. She honed her seamanship skills, her young hands growing strong and calloused. Finally, the day arrived when Abby set sail on her solo journey around the world. Her small sailboat, christened Wild Eyes, cut through the waves, carrying with it the weight of her dreams and the hopes of all who believed in her. The initial days were pure exhilaration, the sun on her face, the wind in her hair, the taste of salt spray on her lips. It was freedom like she had never known. But the sea, as Abby knew, was a fickle mistress. One moment it could be calm and inviting, the next a raging beast, and so it was that her idyllic journey took a terrifying turn. A storm gathered on the horizon, growing with alarming speed. The sky turned an ominous shade of grey, the wind picked up, transforming from a gentle caress to a violent shove. Soon Abby found herself battling for her life, her small boat at the mercy of the tempest. The storm raged for what felt like an eternity. When it finally subsided, Abby was left battered and bruised, her boat severely damaged. Her navigational equipment was gone, her supplies dwindling. She was lost at sea, alone, with nothing but her wits and the will to survive. Fear threatened to consume her, but Abby refused to give in. She rationed her remaining food and water, her mind working furiously to find a way out of her predicament. Days turned into nights, each one colder and more daunting than the last. Just when her hope began to dwindle, a glimmer appeared on the horizon, a faint light flickering in the distance. Gathering the last of her strength, Abby steered her battered boat towards it, her heart pounding in her chest. As she drew closer, the light grew stronger, resolving itself into the unmistakable silhouette of a ship. A wave of relief washed over Abby, so powerful it nearly brought her to her knees. She had been found. The crew of the ship, a cargo vessel making its way across the Pacific, spotted her small battered boat and immediately came to her rescue. As they pulled her aboard, weak and exhausted but alive, they couldn't believe their eyes. They had found a miracle in the middle of the ocean. Abby's ordeal at sea was a testament to the indomitable spirit that resided within her. She had faced her fears, stared death in the face, and emerged victorious. Though her journey had been interrupted, it was far from over. She would sail again, of that she was certain, for Abby had learned that true courage lies not in the absence of fear, but in the refusal to let it break you, and the sea, her first love, would always call her back.